Eric Bischoff is a name that resonates throughout the world of professional wrestling. To fans, he is a visionary, a creative force who revolutionized the industry during his time with World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and later as WWE's on-screen authority figure. Behind the cameras and storylines, however, lies a personal struggle that is far less discussed: Bischoff's battle with hypoglycemia, a medical condition that can dramatically impact daily life, energy levels, and overall health. While wrestling fans often focus on Bischoff's innovations, such as the rise of Monday Nitro, the creation of the New World Order, NWO, and his on-screen persona as a fearless leader, his journey has been quietly punctuated by health challenges that required vigilance, resilience, and careful management. His story is not merely one of professional triumph, but also a human tale of perseverance in the face of a condition that could have undermined even the strongest of ambitions. Understanding hypoglycemia, the silent challenge. Hypoglycemia occurs when the body's blood sugar, or glucose, falls below normal levels. Glucose is essential for energy, brain function, and the proper functioning of muscles and organs. When it drops too low, symptoms can range from mild discomfort to life-threatening emergencies. For Bischoff, managing hypoglycemia has been crucial. Its symptoms: dizziness, confusion, excessive sweating, tremors, fatigue, irritability, palpitations, and in extreme cases, seizures or loss of consciousness, can strike without warning. In the high-pressure world of professional wrestling, where long hours, stress, and irregular schedules are the norm, hypoglycemia presents a unique and often hidden obstacle. The physical manifestations of the condition may seem subtle to outsiders, but they carry significant consequences. One misstep, a skipped meal, a long travel day, or unexpected stress can trigger an episode, leaving the sufferer debilitated at a critical moment. For Bischoff, these risks were ever present throughout his decades-long career in an industry where performance and presence are paramount. The early days, wrestling's high stakes and hidden strain. Before Bischoff became a household name, he spent years working his way through the ranks of the wrestling industry. In the 1980s and early 1990s, wrestling was an intensely competitive and physically demanding environment. Backstage politics, long travel schedules, and the need to constantly innovate created a pressure cooker atmosphere. Bischoff's hypoglycemia added a hidden layer of complexity to these challenges. While his peers may have taken energy and endurance for granted, Bischoff needed to strategically manage every meal, every snack, and every opportunity to rest. He had to ensure his blood sugar remained stable while navigating the unpredictable world of wrestling promotions. Despite these challenges, Bischoff quickly distinguished himself with his creativity, intelligence, and ability to identify and capitalize on opportunities. Yet, even as he climbed the ladder to prominence, his condition demanded constant attention. A quiet battle that few outside his inner circle were aware of. Revolutionizing wrestling. Triumph amidst struggle. Eric Bischoff's legacy is often defined by his time at World Championship Wrestling, WCW, where he served as executive producer and later senior vice president. It was under his leadership that WCW became a true rival to WWE, ushering in the Monday Night Wars, creating the NWO, and redefining how wrestling was presented on television. However, this period of professional triumph coincided with the constant management of hypoglycemia. Balancing long hours, high-pressure decision-making, and live broadcasts required Bischoff to be acutely aware of his health. Every strategic decision, every confrontation, every innovation was made while simultaneously managing a condition that could suddenly incapacitate him if neglected. Fans may remember the drama on screen, but few realized the backstage challenges. Live television meant no margin for error. A hypoglycemic episode during a broadcast could have been catastrophic. Bischoff navigated these risks with meticulous planning, ensuring that his body was equipped to meet the demands of a high-profile career while avoiding potentially dangerous episodes. WWE and beyond, public persona versus private struggle. Following WCW's decline and eventual acquisition by WWE, Bischoff transitioned to new roles within professional wrestling, including a tenure as the on-screen general manager of Raw. While these segments required less physical risk than in-ring competition, Bischoff still faced challenges. Live television, high-stress segments, and frequent travel remained physically and mentally demanding. For someone with hypoglycemia, these factors required constant vigilance. Episodes of fatigue, dizziness, or shakiness could occur at any time, emphasizing the importance of careful dietary management, regular monitoring, and preparation. Despite these hurdles, Bischoff continued to innovate, entertain, and lead with unwavering professionalism. His ability to perform under pressure while managing a chronic health condition speaks to a level of discipline and resilience that is rarely acknowledged publicly. Rumors and misconceptions. The stories we tell. Over the years, Bischoff's health has been the subject of speculation. Some suggested that his hypoglycemia was far worse than publicly acknowledged, or that it impacted major career decisions. Others implied that his energy levels or performance were compromised. While these claims often carry kernels of truth, it is essential to separate fact from fiction. Persistent rumor. Hypoglycemia caused major backstage incidents. Reality. There is little evidence to support this. Bischoff has never publicly attributed career setbacks to his condition. Speculation on energy levels. Critics suggested he lacked stamina. Reality. Colleagues consistently describe Bischoff as driven, focused, and resilient. He thrived in a competitive, high-stress environment despite the limitations of his condition. These rumors, while sensational, overshadow the real story. Eric Bischoff managed to maintain a decades-long career at the highest levels of professional wrestling, despite a condition that could have derailed many others. Managing hypoglycemia, discipline behind the scenes. Living with hypoglycemia requires far more than casual attention. For Bischoff, it meant adopting specific dietary habits, lifestyle adjustments, and precautionary measures to maintain stable blood sugar levels. Frequent, balanced meals. Eating consistently prevents dangerous drops in glucose levels. Avoiding excessive sugar. Rapid spikes and crashes could exacerbate the condition. Protein and fiber intake. Sustained energy levels help prevent hypoglycemic episodes. Monitoring blood sugar. Awareness is essential for prevention and quick response. Regular controlled activity. Exercise helps regulate glucose, but must be balanced against the risk of energy depletion. Maintaining these routines while juggling the unpredictable nature of wrestling television, live events, and industry travel required extraordinary planning and personal discipline. Bischoff's ability to maintain his performance and creativity in the face of these challenges highlights a lesser-known but deeply significant aspect of his career. The psychological toll. Stress, pressure, and invisible battles. Hypoglycemia is not just a physical challenge, it also carries psychological implications. The constant need to monitor blood sugar, plan meals, and anticipate episodes can be mentally exhausting. In high-pressure industries, the fear of a sudden episode can create additional anxiety, impacting focus and decision-making. For Bischoff, who was responsible for shaping wrestling programming, leading talent, and making high-stakes decisions, the mental load of hypoglycemia was ever present. The industry's unpredictability, coupled with live broadcasts and the constant scrutiny of fans and executives, magnified the potential impact of his condition. Yet, rather than allowing these challenges to hinder him, Bischoff leveraged them. He developed resilience, foresight, and meticulous planning, qualities that became integral to his professional success. His health condition, while difficult, contributed to his ability to manage crises and anticipate outcomes in the fast-paced wrestling world. Advocacy through example, raising awareness. While Bischoff has not used his platform to explicitly advocate for hypoglycemia awareness, his journey provides an unspoken lesson about chronic health conditions. By thriving in a high-pressure, physically and mentally demanding industry, he demonstrates that conditions like hypoglycemia do not have to define or limit a person's potential. His experience underscores the importance of understanding medical conditions. Knowledge empowers individuals to manage their health proactively. Lifestyle management. Even minor adjustments in diet, activity, and schedule can prevent serious episodes. Perseverance. Chronic conditions may present obstacles, but determination and careful planning can allow individuals to achieve remarkable success. For those facing similar challenges, Bischoff's life offers a model of resilience, adaptation, and triumph against unseen adversity. Legacy beyond health. Vision, creativity, and influence. Eric Bischoff's contributions to professional wrestling are undeniable. From transforming WCW into a global powerhouse to reshaping the storytelling approach in WWE, his impact reverberates across decades. However, understanding the personal sacrifices and hidden struggles behind his achievements adds depth to his legacy. Balancing a demanding career with hypoglycemia required him to constantly navigate risks, manage energy, and maintain focus. His accomplishments are not just the product of creativity and ambition. They are a testament to discipline, resilience, and courage. Today, Bischoff continues to contribute to wrestling through podcasts, interviews, and occasional appearances. His voice remains influential, offering insight into both the entertainment and business aspects of wrestling. For fans, his story is a reminder that greatness often coexists with struggle, and true leaders persevere despite personal challenges. Triumph through adversity. Eric Bischoff's journey is a poignant reminder of the human side of professional wrestling. While fans often celebrate the spectacle, the drama, and the larger-than-life personas, Bischoff's life highlights the quiet, daily battles that unfold behind the scenes. Managing hypoglycemia while leading major wrestling promotions, performing on live television, and navigating decades of industry pressures required extraordinary discipline and resilience. Despite these challenges, Bischoff thrived, leaving an indelible mark on the wrestling world. His story is not just one of professional success. It is a narrative of perseverance, adaptability, and courage in the face of unseen adversity. Bischoff reminds us that even the most brilliant minds and visionary leaders are not immune to personal struggles. Yet it is their response to these challenges that defines their legacy.